Hello, this is Barbie. I was watching Rachel over at Roxy Creations, like I do most days, and she was using some old book pages, and I decided I would give it a go, as they say in Australia. Anyhow, basically all she was doing was collaging this strip of paper here, but what I liked about it is it was a large size she was doing. Like, I've done the little strips before that are about half this size, maybe 2 inches, and those are really good for a lot of purposes. But again, by doing it, this is almost 4 inches wide. I just took my book page and just ripped it right down the half, so that whatever that came out to be, of course. But you can make it any size you want. I just decided I wanted to utilize the most of my book page that I had at the time. So this was the book page. Anyhow, she was just doing little snippets or collages, but like she was showing, these would be really good, like to cover for a pocket on a journal page. You could cut these up as well and make it into a 2-inch strip. So I thought it was just more time efficient to do these bigger ones, so that's what I'm planning on doing today. Anyhow, I got all my bits and pieces here that I'm going to be using. I got some little bitty bits and pieces here. I thought I would try to use some of these little Tracy Love Junk journals. These are tins. See? These are tin covers that she has. But I had a bunch of these. I didn't have any little tins this size, so I thought, well, I bet you that'd be good to use for this purpose. I had some other little bits and pieces, some old letters from the old design shop that I had printed off in real small size. I thought, okay, that might work good. Just some, these are some of Tim Holtz's little mini ephemera, I think that's what he calls it. I just got little bits and pieces of all kinds of things here. So I'm going to use those, and I also have collected, when I was doing my little fabric book cover that I did, and that was with, Gina at Firefly Studio, the Firefly Studio. This was the book cover she had done using the embroidery. I don't know what it's called, but it's something that you put on top of little bits of fabric, and then you can stitch all over it without getting all hung up on the fabric. Anyhow, I did a video on how I did that. If you're interested, you can go back and find that video. So I had a bunch of these little pieces of torn fabric. So I thought, okay, maybe I can use some of those. So that's my game plan. That's what I'm planning on working with at the moment. I think I'm just going to set this off screen just because I don't have enough room on my desk. I have my sewing machine over here. So let's just get busy and see what we can conjure up here. I'm going to be using stick glue, which I'm just going to be using this because it's convenient, and you don't have to worry about gluing it down good, because you're going to stitch it when it's all done. You're going to stitch it probably about 4 rows on this, maybe 5. So let's just jump in and get it done. I think I'm going to start out with some bigger pieces like I do on most of my collages. And another thing I think I'm going to do is, well, that's okay, I can just wipe it off. Let me get me I don't like to get my mat here sticky, but if you put a piece of paper down, it gets sticky and sticks to everything. So what difference does it make, I suppose? It's going to get sticky no matter what. So that's the deal. I guess I could use a book page. Let me get one, just because. Might as well. Okay. I'll try it that way anyhow first and see what happens. Got to get into the swing of things here. Like I said, you don't have to have a lot of glue on here just because we're going to be stitching it anyhow. Now, if you're not going to stitch it, you better put, you know, more glue than what you would normally put. Than what I'm going to put on this one and put it that way, so. Okay. Let's see, this is kind of awkward because this thing is so long. I should have just did it one at a time. FYI, don't do as I do. I shouldn't have glued all these together, and that way I could have just glued it on as I needed to, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let's find some bigger pieces here. Yeah, I think it might work best just to do a little bit like that. And I'm going to let it hang over just a little bit over the edge of the paper probably. And this is just a piece of cardstock that I stamped on. And these were the Tim Holtz stamps, which I really like the effect of these. I'll show it to you real quick. Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz, and this is called Renaissance CMS 415. But it just really gives a neat background to just plain old paper, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Hope everybody's doing well. And I had also some of my digitals that I had printed off as I was doing digitals just to see if I liked it, you know. So I had a lot of off prints, you might call it, that I needed to use up. So that's what that is. Oh, let's see. What else do I have in here? I think this has a, we call it a backing on it. I think it's on, what do you call it, sticker paper? I'm pretty sure it is. So let me get my little tool here. Where is it at? I can't ever do it with my fingernails, so I have to use this little pointy tool. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't sticky paper. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see. Put it right there. Since that's sticky paper, I better cut that off a little bit just because. Well, there goes one bit of, it's my scissors. Okay. Okay, I don't want that because it's too much the same. Let's see, what else do we have here? Nope. Oh, I know I got some of this. It'd be pretty there. Yep. Add just a bit of color in there. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, I got some old book page. This is out of an old dictionary, I believe. And it's real fragile, but so it's good to use for this sort of thing. Just because it's so fragile, you really can't use it for any other purpose other than gluing down someplace. But it's got really pretty color to it, so let's see, put it maybe right there. I'll use the other side. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Okay. And my thought is, maybe right there. My thought is kind of put bigger pieces down, and then I'll come back maybe and put some fabric down. That's what I'm thinking. And maybe some more little detailed things. Let's see, what else do I have here? I've got some of this paper. This came out of a CD that I bought online. And it's out of old books, but they download it on CDs, you know what I mean? So you can print off whatever you want, which I thought was a neat idea. Okay, let's see. Here's a little bit different size rose print. Do not ask me where I got these from. I do not remember. It was one of those things, you know what I mean? Haven't used them in a while, and so therefore they're just thrown in a pile. So I don't remember whose is who. Okay. Now, not that you have to have a rhyme or reason to anything, of course, but I think I'm going to kind of start thinking about starting over again on my sequence, that is. See how that works. Maybe I'll put it underneath there like so. Yeah. I was watching Rachel and I thought, you know, I need just to get up and do something. What I have a problem with is getting started. I don't know if y'all do or not, but I sometimes can't get started. So I'm thinking, well, the only way to get started is just to move, huh? Just get up and do something. So that was my game plan for the day. And again, it doesn't matter if you've got some little things sticking out here, because like I'm saying, this is my thought. I'm going to come back and start putting in some small stuff like that. And that's what I've got all this little tore up bits over here for. You see what I mean? I don't know how feasible that's going to be, but that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do anyhow. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's some pretty butterflies I have. I did that right there, so I don't want the same exact thing there. I could do this. Yeah. That would be good. Just use that whole piece. It's already got the glue on it. There you go. That's kind of crooked. So maybe we'll do that. Yeah. This is supposed to be a washi tape. I believe it's Graphic Fury, if I remember right. And I thought, you know, that might work really perfect for what I'm doing here. I don't need that piece of paper. It's in my way. Let's see if I can maneuver this here so I can get a little bit more in front of me. And again, it doesn't have to be right side up. It can be whichever way. I think I'm going to put that one there. Or maybe like that. Yep. Let's do it like that. Well, that looks good. I did pick out kind of color scheme that I felt would go with it, with, you know, the greens and the pinks and the browns. That would be kind of something I would use together. I didn't, you know, just pull out anything that I had, so that was my thought. I don't know if that's something that would matter to you, but that's what I was thinking. Again, this is some of the CD, and it had, it was a book, old book that was used for teaching how to write certain script. So I thought that was cool. And I had went and printed on both sides. So yeah, probably wasn't a good idea, but whatever. That's what I did. And it's coming along pretty fast, I think. So let's see, what can we do here? This is kind of a ugly tear. I'm not gonna worry about it too much though. Oh, I wished I'd used the other side just for color. Well, no, it's an orange. Probably not. Okay, that looks pretty good. As you can see, you could really plop this down quickly if you wanted to. You don't have to think about it too awfully much. Or maybe we'll do it like that. Yeah. I think I connected 3 pages together. So as you can see, it's pretty fast moving. I hope y'all are all having fun doing something fun. I think it might be, I think if you want to get started doing this, I think it's really quickly, it's something that you can, oh, what would you say? I'm brain dead right now. Instant gratification, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I get so, I can't think of my words. I guess it's because I'm not used to talking to myself. And it's kind of something you have to get used to doing. Now my husband, he talks to himself all the time. I have to laugh at him. I hear him talking and I'm thinking, who's he talking to? Nah, he's talking to himself. I guess that's the only person that'll listen to him. That's what I told him anyhow. He didn't much appreciate that little comment, but that's what I was thinking at the time. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, here's cute chickens. Okay, I want to get my chickens all the way in there, so I think I will put that whole section in there like so. Yeah. Take off this top part. That'll work. This stick glue too is really works well for this because it doesn't build up like some of the other glues do. So when you're getting ready to sew through it, it gives you a little bit more, a little less obstacles to sew through. Let's see about that. Yeah. I'll run that all the way out. Like so. And let's see, it's about time to put some of this color here. Although I'll use those strips on top. Where the real fun comes is when you start putting stuff on top. Now that's my idea anyhow, I'm thinking. So I want to get busy doing that. Okay, we need some maybe roses down here at the very end. This will work. Now, I don't know how many minutes that took, but it wasn't very long. That's just to get the base down. So now let's go back and, if you got some things like that that you know are going to kind of be a problem, go ahead and stick it down. Alrighty, now let's see what we can do with our little pieces. Okay, I'm thinking these are going to be perfect right here for a little added interest. Like so. How cute is that? We need a little green. So we'll sort of tie all of that together there. And maybe a little brown. Let's get one of these in here first. Needles and thread. Makes a girl happy. I don't want to put that right there. Too much green at the same point. Maybe there's some of that stamped, I was showing you that stamp earlier. I thought it's just turned out really cool. All right, moving on here. Now, I wonder if we could use one of these little strips that looks like washi tape. I think we need some of that. Okay, where are we going to put it? There you go. I like it, but I don't have any fabric. Well, we got to remedy that. That's too much of the, we'll have to put it down here. There you go. Now this doesn't have the sticky behind it. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and move on down and add some of this paper that looks like washi. Kind of on down the line here. Hope I'm in frame. Maybe like right there. Dragging everything over here, getting it all messed up. All right, let's see. Need some more of that washi tape looking stuff. How about this? Oh yeah, this is, I ripped this. This is some of that out of that CD I was telling you about that came out of old handwriting books. Let's see where we're going to put this. Maybe right there. Yep. Better put a little bit more there. That's going to be hung up every time I try to sew it. Now, just kind of look at this and see. I think I'm going to add some of these numbers down here, but in smaller pieces. Maybe there. And a little bit further on down here. Like so, maybe. Yep. This is really fun. Rachel was saying how much fun it was, and I'm thinking, are you sure it's that much fun? But she's right. It is fun. So I will be doing some more of these. And like I said, the use for them is so beneficial for all kinds of things that you can use this for. That's thicker paper there, so it's not sticking so good. All right, I think I'm gonna put a few more of these little things in, and then maybe a piece of fabric or two. I just love all these different sizes. You know what I mean? There you go. Maybe I'll put it down here on the end like that, because I need to kind of do something with that end. Now, let's see. This is what we got so far. I think we need a few more of these little documents, mini documents, because I'm liking the way that looks. There you go, right there. I've got one right here. Let's see, where are we going to put that one? I can, here, let's see, we don't have anything right in here, but that's too close. Oh, right here. There you go. Get a little bit more glue on this. You probably can't see me, but that's what I'm doing. I'm gluing down something else. That paper is a little bit stiff, so that glue sometimes doesn't work so good there. All right, let's look at this and see what we got. I don't know if it really needs any fabric, does it? I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't put fabric at all. What do you think? I'm waiting to hear what you think. Well, let me have a little piece or two here. Let me see what we got. Maybe some small pieces of fabric. Off and on. Might be good. I'm going to cut some small pieces anyhow. Let's see what we think. Now, maybe, oh, I've got some really pretty blue antique fabric. This is, what do they call this? I made a pouch out of it. I can't think of what to call it now. You know, I get brain dead when I get on when I start recording. Literally brain dead. Yep. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll put just a few little touches here and there of fabric, but not much. I don't want to get it too awfully bulky. And for that, I'm wondering if that's going to hold it down. Let me go ahead and cut some of this fabric too, because this is what we call muslin over here in the States. I think in some places y'all call it calico, but we call it muslin. And this is something that I coffee dyed to give it an old look. I don't want to cover up too much here, so this may be overkill. All right. Oh. Also have some little round jiggers of that, so I'm going to put that down here just because I want to use some. Maybe maybe like right there. I think the round design just gives a little bit more interest because I got several of them here. And my cutter, I didn't have one that would match. I didn't exactly what size this is, I'm not sure, but that, I guess it's 3/4. All right, I'm off screen. I know I'm off screen. Okay, let me get a little bit, just because this is fabric, I'm gonna go ahead and use some of the Fabri-Tac, but I'm just gonna use a teeny bit of it. Bark cloth, that's what this is. Guess better late than never. That bark cloth is very thick too, so it kind of doesn't like to stick either. So what I'll do is I'll make one of these, and then after I get it all stitched and everything, I'll come back and show you my thoughts on how I would use it. And I might go ahead and make some more that after I've shown you what I'm doing here. Not that it's not that it's that hard to do at all, but just to see what my thought pattern is. I thought maybe it might get you going anyhow. And I might come back and after I've got several more done, have do a video just showing how I have used some ideas of how I decided to use it. Can't talk. All right, let's try that size there. Let's see, let's put it right there. All right, let's see. Trying to stay in frame. Hopefully I am. Okay, that looks like a good spot for that. I might use, I don't know, yeah, I'm making two, I've got 2 journals started. One is my Forest Mouse journal, which I've not been working on for a while because I got all excited about doing this other journal. I did a video on it. It was the, I've almost got it done anyhow. It was the envelope journal using the technique of, a different technique for the spine that I linked Wendy from Wendy's Junk Journals. I linked her video on how she did it. And I've got that one almost finished, so I will see if there's something else that needs to be done there, and maybe use some of that in that journal since how it needs to be completed. Okay, one more piece of fabric and I think we'll be good to go. So we'll get this video done. It won't be that long a video at all, and I can get it downloaded quicker. Because all I'm going to do now is stitch on it. When I get it all stitched and before I start using it for something, I will show you what it looks like after it's stitched. Oh, I got a mess now. I'm what you call a messy crafter. Okay. There it is without the stitching. But I think you can see how much fun this would be to utilize. Just cut it up to make pockets out of, or whatever, wide belly band, tags, you name it. It could really be fun. So that's my video for today. Hope you'll give it a try. So until next time, this is Barbie saying bye 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 bye. Have a beautiful day.